कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट फॉर्मूले का एप्लीकेशन ग्रोथ एंड डिप्रिसिएशन में किस तरह होता है, इस कॉन्सेप्ट को क्लियर करने के लिए आज हम कुछ और प्रॉब्लम्स को वर्कआउट करेंगे। इस सीरीज में हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आज का होगा क्वेश्चन नंबर 6। द बैक्टीरिया इन ए कल्चर ग्रोज बाय 10% इन द फर्स्ट आवर, decreases by 10% in the second hour, and again increases by 10% in the third hour. If the original count of the bacteria in a sample is 10,000, find the bacteria count at the end of 3 hours. जो इन्फॉर्मेशन इस क्वेश्चन से हम कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं उसमें 10,000 है। ये 10,000 ओरिजिनल काउंट ऑफ बैक्टीरिया है। सो ये हमारे लिए V0 होगा। रेट ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग या एप्रिसिएशन इन द फर्स्ट आवर है 10%, so it will be R1. इन द सेकेंड आवर रेट ऑफ डिक्रीजिंग दिया है, मीन्स डिप्रिसिएशन दिया है 10% का, और इसलिए it will be R2 for us. In the third hour, once again rate of increasing is given 10%, और ये हमारे लिए R3 होगा. On the basis of this information, we have to find the number of bacteria after 3 hours. So it is in place of n. Now, by collecting this information, we proceed to find the number of bacteria after 3 hours. In the context of growth and depreciation, the number of bacteria after 3 hours can be given by the formula V equal to V0 times 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100. As per the question, in the first hour, number of bacteria increases, so R1 will be positive. And in the second hour, the number of bacteria decreases, so R2 will be negative. And once again, in the third hour, the number of bacteria increases, so R3 will be positive. Now, as per the sign, we take the value of rate of increasing or decreasing. Here, V0 को replace किया जाएगा 10,000 से, into 1 plus R1 को replace किया जाएगा 10 से, and so 10 by 100 into 1 minus and then 10 by 100 into 1 plus R3 will be 10 by 100. 10,000 will be as it is 10,000. Here we see that it is 10 by 100, so 10 can divide 100 in 10 times. Once again, this 10 divides this 100 in 10 times. And also for this 10 can divide 100 in 10 times. Therefore, now we simplify the term 1 plus 1 by 10, which is 11 by 10, and so we will have here 11 by 10 into, here it is 1 minus 1 by 10, so in simplification it will be 9 by 10, and therefore we have here 9 by 10 into, in the last factor 1 plus 1 by 10, and so in simplification it will be once again 11 by 10, therefore 11 by 10. In the next step, 10 into 10 into 10 in denominator becomes 1000, and so 1000 can divide 10,000 in 10 times. Therefore, we divide 10,000 by altogether 10, 10 and 10 in 10 times. Now, the product will be equal to 10 into 11 into 9 into 11, that is 10,890. And this is the required number of bacteria after 3 hours. Answer. Our next question is question number 7. The production of refrigerators in a factory rose from 40,000 to 48,400 in 2 years. Find the rate of growth per annum. ये क्वेश्चन बेस्ड है प्रोडक्शन ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेटर्स पर. In the starting year, the production was 40,000, so it will behave like V0. After 2 years, the production becomes 48,400, so it will be V. and 2 years is number of years. Now we have to find the rate of growth per annum. अब हमें rate of growth क्या है per annum ये find out करना है. तो by collecting this information we proceed like the previous problem. V equal to V naught times 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. R is the required rate of growth. Now replacing the quantity with the information given, we have V will be replaced by 48,400. V naught will be replaced by 40,000 and 1 plus R is unknown, so it is R by 100 and n is replaced by 2. In the next step, we will take 40,000 from right side to left side. Therefore, 48,400 by 40,000 and it will be equal to 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. In the next step, we will simplify. LHS will become by cancelling these two zeros as 484 by 400. In RHS, it will be the same, that is 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. By observation, we can say 400 is the square of 20 and 484 is the square of 22. Therefore, LHS can be expressed as 22 by 20 to the square and then RHS will be equal to 1 plus R by 100 to the square. By the law of exponent, 2 can be cancelled and then after we get 22 by 20 equal to 1 plus R by 100. In simplification, we take 1 from right side to left side. Therefore, it will be 22 by 20 minus 1 equal to R by 100. On further simplification, the LHS becomes 22 by 20 minus 1, that is 2 by 20, and so it is 2 by 20. Therefore, we solve the equation R by 100 equal to 2 by 20 for finding the value of R, and therefore R will be equal to 2 by 20 into 100. In simplification, 20 divides 100 in 5 times. So, we will get 2 5s are 10 and this is the required rate of growth, but it should be expressed in percent per annum. So, it is 10% per annum. Answer. Now we take up the question number 8. The value of a flat worth rupees 5 lakh is depreciating at the rate of 10% per annum. In how many years will its value be reduced to rupees 3,64,500? From this question we get the information. The initial value of the flat is rupees 5 lakh. So it will be V0. And the rate by which the value of flat is depreciating is 10%. So it is rate of depreciation. That is R. The final value of the flat is rupees 3,64,500. So it is V. Final value V. Now this value becomes in how many years we have to answer. In how many years it is being asked. And so the number of years is to be found. So now by collecting this information we proceed like earlier. As we know, V equal to V0 times 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. In the next step, we will replace the quantity with the information given. Therefore, V will be replaced by 3,64,500 and V0 will be replaced by 5 lakh or under bracket 1 plus R. R is rate of depreciation. So, R should be negative and therefore, R will be taken with the sign of minus 10 by 100 and then n will be as it is n because it is unknown. Now we will simplify. In simplification, we can cancel this 2 0 with these 2 zeros. And then in the next step, we have 3, 6, 4, 5, that is 3645 equal to 5000, that is 50, and under bracket 1 minus 10 by 100. Clearly 10 can divide 100 in 10 times, so it is 10, and then we get 1 minus 1 by 10 after simplification 9 by 10, 9 by 10 to the power n. In the next step we take 5000 from right side to left side, therefore we will get 3645 by 5000, and in RHS it will be 9 by 10 to the power n. Now 5000 is divisible by 5 in 1000 times, so we divide it and take here 1000, and 3645 is also divisible by 5 in 729, so we divide 3645 in 729 by cancelling it. In the next step, 729 by 1000, in RHS it will be 9 by 10 to the power n. By observation we can say 1000 is the cube of 10 and 729 is the cube of 9. So LHS part will become as 9 by 10 to the power 3. In the next step, we get the equation as 9 by 10 to the power n equal to 9 by 10 to the power 3. As we get the equation in the exponent form, so by the law of exponent we can say if the base are same, power must be the same. Therefore by this logic we get n equal to 3, and this is the required value of number of years. Answer. Our next question is question number 9. Rashid bought a flat for rupees 10 lakh and a car for rupees 3,20,000 at the same time. The price of the flat appreciates uniformly at the rate of 20% per annum, while the price of the car depreciates at the rate of 15% per annum. If Rashid sells the flat and car after 3 years, what will his be profit or loss? As per the question we can say रशीद ने एक फ्लैट खरीदा और एक कार खरीदा। फ्लैट को रुपीज 10 लाख में खरीदा और कार को रुपीज 3,20,000 में खरीदा। So this 10 lakh and this 3,20,000 will be the initial value of the two property. Now इसके बाद क्या हुआ? The price of the flat appreciates uniformly at the rate of 20% per annum. अब इसके बाद ये इंफॉर्मेशन दिया जा रहा है कि फ्लैट का प्राइस इंक्रीज कर रहा है, अप्रिसिएट कर रहा है, और किस रेट से कर रहा है? 20% पर एनम के रेट से कर रहा है। सो ये जो रेट होगा, रेट ऑफ अप्रिसिएशन विल बी पॉजिटिव। और दूसरी तरफ द प्राइस ऑफ द कार डिप्रिसिएट्स एट द रेट ऑफ 15%। कार का वैल्यू क्या हो रहा है? कार का वैल्यू डिप्रिसिएट कर रहा है और इसलिए उसका डिप्रिसिएशन रेट क्या है? 15%। तो एक रेट ये हुआ R1 और ये पॉजिटिव होगा बिकॉज इट इंडिकेट्स अबाउट द एप्रिसिएशन। एंड द सेकेंड रेट 15% का है, बट ये 15% रेट ऑफ डिप्रिसिएशन को इंडिकेट कर रहा है, सो इट विल बी निगेटिव, दैट इज R2 विल बी निगेटिव। नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, इसका इंस्ट्रक्शन हमें इस सेंटेंस में मिलेगा। इफ रशीद सेल्स द फ्लैट एंड कार आफ्टर 3 years, व्हाट विल हीज बी प्रॉफिट और लॉस? अगर रशीद 3 years आफ्टर कार और फ्लैट दोनों को सेल कर देता है तो उसे क्या होगा? प्रॉफिट होगा या लॉस होगा, और कितना होगा? दिस इज एन फॉर बोथ। अब फ्लैट और कार को आफ्टर 3 years सेल किया जाता है तो उसका सेलिंग प्राइस क्या आएगा? इसके लिए वी विल प्रोसीड सेपरेटली। V01 इनिशियल वैल्यू ऑफ फ्लैट के लिए हम V01 सिंबल को यूज कर रहे हैं, एंड सो V01 टाइम्स 1 प्लस, इन केस ऑफ फ्लैट it will be R1 by 100 to the power n. Now we will replace the quantity with the information given. Our initial value of the flat is given 10 lakh into 1 plus R1 will be replaced by 20%, and so 20 by 100 to the power 3, and then its value will be 10 lakh into 1 plus 20 by 100 gives 120 by 100, and so we can write it 120 into 120 into 120 by 100 into 100 into 100. This 20 can cancel this 20. This 20 can cancel this 20, and this 20 can cancel this 20. Now, finally we get the final value of the flat after 3 years will be V equal to 17,28,000. ये हुआ value of the flat after 3 years. Now we proceed to find the value of the car after 3 years. For the value of the car after 3 years, we use the symbol V2. And so V2 will be V02. V02 is the symbol for the initial value of the car. And so V02 times 1 plus R2 by 100 to the power n. Now in the next step, we will replace the term with the information given. So V02 will be replaced by this value, that is 3,20,000 and into 1 minus R2 is the rate of depreciation for the car and it is 15%. So it will be 1 minus 15 by 100 and number of years n will be 3. In the next step, 3,20,000 and 1 minus 15 by 100 means 85 by 100. So 85 by 100 to the power 3 hai. Therefore we will have here into 85 by 100 into 100 into 100 and ये 20 इस 20 को कैंसिल कर सकता है और ये 20 भी इस 20 से कैंसिल हो सकता है. So we had cancelled. After simplification we get 1,96,520. This is the value of the car after 3 years. Total selling price SP. SP means selling price of flat plus car equal to SP of the flat is 17,28,000 and SP of the car is 1,96,520. So total value will be 19,24,520. Total value of SP हुआ. अब इसे कंपेयर किया जाएगा इनिशियल वैल्यू ऑफ द फ्लैट एंड कार से. टोटल इनिशियल वैल्यू ऑफ फ्लैट प्लस कार 13,20,000 is the initial value of the two property. Now अब इसे कंपेयर किया जाएगा कि प्रॉफिट क्या है या लॉस क्या है. एज SP is more than CP. ये इनिशियल वैल्यू ही CP है. CP. So as SP is more than CP, therefore profit equal to SP minus CP, that is 19,24,520 minus 13,20,000. After simplification we get 6,04,520. This is the profit in rupees. Answer. Now we come to the next and last question. Question number 10. 8,000 workers were employed by a company to complete a job in 4 years. At the end of first year, 5% of the workers were retrenched. At the end of second year, 5% of those working at the time were retrenched. However, to complete the job in time, the number of workers was increased by 10% of those working at the end of the third year. How many workers were working during then fourth year? इस क्वेश्चन में जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो इनिशियल नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स जो 8,000 है उसके साथ शुरू हो रहा है कि किसी कंपनी में जो वर्कर्स एम्प्लॉयड थे वो 8,000 थे. सो इट विल बी इनिशियल नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स दैट इज V0. और फर्स्ट ईयर के एंड में 5% वर्कर्स जो है वहां से हटा लिए जाते हैं. तो 5% वर्कर्स हटाने का मतलब ये हुआ कि नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स डिक्रीज करेगा. सो 5% इज लाइक R1 and it will be negative. So this 5% is also rate of depreciation R2 and it is also negative. 2 times वर्कर्स को रिट्रेंच करने के बाद नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स रिड्यूस हो गए बट वर्क को इन टाइम कंप्लीट करना है, इसलिए नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स थर्ड ईयर में इंक्रीज किया गया और ये इंक्रीज किया किस रेट से? 10% से. सो दिस इज R3 and this is positive. Now, after increasing the number of workers at the end of the third year, means in the beginning of the fourth year, हमें find out करना है total number of workers during the fourth year. Fourth year में कितने total number of workers working with थे? To find the total number of workers during the fourth year, we proceed by taking the formula V equal to V naught times 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100. In the next step, we will replace the term with the information given. And so, we proceed from here. V naught, total number of workers in starting. So, its value is 8,000. And so, V naught will be replaced by 8,000. We will replace R1 as 1 minus 5 by 100. Again in the second factor, 1 plus R2. R2 is once again the same thing. Therefore, R2 will be replaced by with the sign of minus 5%. 1 minus 5 by 100. And in the third year, the number of workers were increased by 10%. So R3 will be positive. Therefore, we will have here 1 plus 10 by 100. And now we will simplify in the next step. 8,000 into, here 5 can divide 100 into in 20 times. So we get 1 minus 1 by 20, that is 19 by 20, and we have here 19 by 20 into, we come here 5 once again can divide 100 in 20 times. So 1 minus 1 by 20 once again comes 19 by 20, and so it is 19 by 20 into, here 10 can divide 100 in 10 times. So 1 plus 1 by 10 comes 11 by 10, and so we have here 11 by 10. Now 20 into 20 comes 400. 400 into 10 comes 4000. So altogether 20 into 20 into 10 can divide 8000 in 2 times. Therefore, we cancel 20, 20 and 10 and 8000 in 2 times. In the next step, we get the value of V, 7942. Therefore, the required number of workers is 7942 during the fourth year. Answer. With this result, we summarize it now by saying that this was all about the application of compound interest formula in case of growth and depreciation. Thank you.